Hi everyone, in previous video we have discussed the first part of the paragraph, which is the topic sentence. Now we are going to talk about the next part of the paragraph, which is supporting sentences. This is the next part in a paragraph that we are going to discuss throughout this video. First thing, we have to discuss what a supporting sentence is. As the name indicates, supporting sentence is a sentence that supports the topic sentence. There are three criteria that I'm going to discuss further in this video. The first one is that, of course, just like its definition, it supports the topic sentence. How? By giving the details of the controlled topic. And the next criteria is that it usually comes in a group of 3 to 5 sentences or details. It's okay to have one supporting sentence, but usually it's better if you have 3 to 5 sentences so you can elaborate more on the control topic. And the last criteria is that it might have sub-supporting sentence, which gives the additional information that supports the supporting sentence. We will discuss these three criteria further one by one. Let's go to the first criteria related to the details of the control topic. Please remember that if you want to give the details for your topic sentence, you have to check on your controlling idea. Okay? Every topic sentence must have a controlling idea, because this controlling idea will control or limit what you are going to discuss in the paragraph. Okay? Your details must be based on the controlling idea. And how can we make the details from the controlling idea? One way to point out the detail is by answering the question. So based on your controlling idea, in my previous video, you can make one question using the WH question words: what, why, when, how, etc. Okay, so by answering that question, you will be able to think of some details that you are going to develop into supporting sentences. Now let's see my example here. So here I give you 3 examples of topic sentences. The first one is studying in college should give you some benefits, and then the proper writing requires at least 4 steps to do, and the last one is my bedroom is my most favorite place to study. As you can see, I have highlighted the controlling idea from each of the topic sentences. The first one is some benefits, the second one 4 steps to do, and the last one my most favorite place to study. And also for each of these topic sentences, I have made the prompt questions, which will help us in making the details from each of the topic sentence based on the control topic. Here are the details. As you can see, the details here are in form of words and phrases, not in forms of full sentences. Okay, so here are the details from each of the topic sentences based on the prompt questions. For the first topic sentence, I give you 3 details. The benefits are giving the advanced knowledge, granting the higher degree certificate, and making more friends. And then for the proper writing one, there are 4 steps. And the last one is why my bedroom is my most favorite place to study, and here I give you 3 examples. So here are the details that we are going to develop later into supporting sentences. Okay, so those are the details, and please remember the details that I've used as examples before are not sentences yet. So here comes the next criteria. Alright, so the supporting sentences usually consist of 3 to 5 sentences. This is to fulfill the ideal number of sentences in a paragraph, okay? Previously, the details are in form of words or phrases, but now it must be in form of sentences. So you must have at least a subject and a verb for each sentence. And then, since this supporting sentence is supposed to be related to the topic sentence, you need some kind of transitional signal. Okay, you sometimes need it. It's not always, but it's better if you can start with this kind of transitional signals, so your paragraph will have a smooth flow of ideas from one sentence to the other sentence, from one idea to the other idea. Okay, there are 2 kinds of transitional signals you can use here. The first one is using adverb, When you use the adverbs, most of them use comma after it. Okay, first comma, next comma, then comma, because the adverb stands by itself. The other signal is by using phrase. The phrase here is in the sentence, so you don't need the comma, but it must be within the sentence. The first thing that I have blah blah blah, the next subject to blah blah blah, so it's in the flow of one sentence. Alright, now we are going to develop the previous details that I have already made before. Now, based on the details that we have made previously, we are making the supporting sentences. Once again, you have to remember that sentences consist of subjects and verbs. So here is the supporting sentences in complete form together with the transitional signals. For the first topic sentence, I give you the example in forms of adverbs. The second in forms of phrase, and the last one is the combination of both adverbs and phrases. I highlight the transitional signals in yellow and red fonts. Okay, now you have the supporting sentences begin with the transitional signals. If we see further in the paragraph form, it's going to be like this. So the blue one is the topic sentence, the first sentence in the paragraph, and then the next sentences are the supporting sentences, symbolized by the yellow highlights. And you can see how my ideas here flow smoothly because I'm using the transitional signal, so you have the coherence in this paragraph. Alright, so that's about the second criteria. Now we move on to the last criteria of a supporting sentence, which is to have the sub-supporting sentence. So in this case, there are two kinds of supporting sentences. The first one is the main one, or we can simply say the supporting sentence. This is the one that directly give the specific details to the topic sentence. And the other one is the sub-supporting sentence, or here I use triple S. Okay, this one gives additional information to the main supporting sentence. So actually this sub-supporting sentence indirectly support the topic sentence. How is it indirectly support the topic sentence? By giving the additional information to the main supporting sentence. For example, the definition, example, etc. Alright, now based on the previous supporting sentences, I'm going to make the sub-supporting sentences by taking two examples only. Right now I give you the example or definitions from each of the supporting sentences here. I will only give one sub-supporting sentence for each of the supporting sentence, and later we will see how it will look different from the previous one if you only have supporting sentence in your paragraph. Just for your information, you can have more than one sub-supporting sentence for each of the supporting sentences. You can have 2 or 3, but remember that you don't need too many sub-supporting sentences because you don't want your paragraph to be too long. So having 1 or 2 sub-supporting sentences should be enough. Okay, this is the last sub-supporting sentence. Now you can see the difference. The yellow highlights are the supporting sentences, while the green highlights are the sub-supporting sentences. So the sub-supporting sentences here indirectly support the topic sentence. For example, the first topic sentence, study in college should give you some benefits, and then the first supporting sentence is to give advanced knowledge. So here I give an additional information by giving an example. For example, if your major is in English, you will study English more deeply and detailed. So this sub-supporting sentence support the idea that studying in college gives you advanced knowledge, which is the first benefit of studying in college. In the full paragraph form, you will see it like this. Now you can see that these paragraphs are much better than the previous paragraph, in which your paragraph only contains topic sentence and supporting sentences. Here you can see that it starts with the topic sentence and then it has supporting sentences, and each supporting sentence has sub-supporting sentence. Okay, this is a really clear paragraph. The idea runs smoothly and you have some additional information in proper position. So these three are the main criteria of the supporting sentence. Hopefully you can follow my explanation in this video, and therefore you can develop your topic sentence into several supporting sentences. Thank you and see you all in my next video.